Wow, we are finally progressing the plot.
I don't care.
Who would have thought?
As of now, you hear me? Hey man, what the?
Really? We still have Mike stuff? I would have thought that
Mike who?
Shut the fuck up. I would have thought that last mission was it for Mike.
Almost lost my life.
Oh no, you're about to witness something that you'll understand.
You know what? I'm tired of your fucking little job.
Ah, will you stop? This is pathetic. Come on, you're embarrassing yourself. Come on, put it down.
Yeah, part of me loves how he just basically points a gun at Torino, going like, yeah, fuck you and your jobs.
And it's like, and he's not even doing it.
Luckily,
And Mike's not scared, yeah.
luckily,
Hello?
we're not doing a job for Torino.
Sweet.
Yeah, we're done doing work for him.
Okay.
All right, you hold tight.
And weirdly enough, I don't think that we're gonna see Torino ever.
I just want you to go pick up your brother.
And we have 3 parts left, so you know he's not gonna play that much of a major part from this moment on. He's not gonna play any part. Like, this is basically the part where Torino becomes, yep, that's it. Goodbye. It was fun working with you. Thanks for all the fish, or I don't know what that's a reference to. So yeah, Sweet just got released from prison.
Yeah, I honestly would have thought that it feels a little basically underwhelming.
Yeah, it's one thing I do find weird. Like, we already talked about this in one of the previous sessions, but I do feel like after the first Los Santos saga, Sweet really becomes an afterthought.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I get that you're doing the missions for Torino that allowed him to like be released. I don't even know why on paper Sweet is released. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it's because of dropped charges or missing evidence, which is, you know, kind of the corrupt case bingo card. But yeah,
What's up, bro?
he gets introduced again.
How you doing, bro?
I'm all right, man. Hey man, we off to our new spot. We got a mansion.
It's like really weird. Like, damn. Also, the fact that you're wearing the cop costume makes this just really funny.
New clothes, come on.
Yeah.
What the fuck is this?
No, I mean, that's why I'm wearing it.
What you mean, man?
Like, I love the fucking cop outfit you get.
I need to go check on things in the hood. Man, that's the problem.
But yeah, so all this stuff started because of the whole hood loyalty
You
thing,
don't want to be in the
and Carl, at whatever point, grew out of it,
Man, what the hood done for me?
and now Sweet is basically calling me out on it.
Ever since
Yeah.
I got out the hood,
No,
shit
no, that
whack.
makes sense.
And don't get me wrong, I understand Sweet's point about being loyal, but the thing is, like, in the first part of the game, Carl showed extreme loyalty to the Grove Street, and yeah, okay, we are going to return to the Grove Street right now,
Ain't around here no more.
Just take me to mama's.
but I don't know, it just feels kind of backwards when we got involved in Triad business, the casino game, the rap game, and now it, like, what, we're going full circle.
Yeah.
You know, it's like climbing a really big fucking mountain with your end goal being the bottom.
Why you hitting people?
Now again, I understand that this is his home turf, and you know, once a gangster, always a gangster. I don't know.
Fuck, that's mom's blender.
Look like base heads who took over the spot. Let's go home.
This is home, man. Get these fuckers out of mom's house. You was born in there.
Now, okay, to be fair, the one thing I do find, the one thing I do really appreciate from this game is that it does have like a really high focus around crack is bad, because that's the main reason why the hood is all messed up. It's because,
Yeah.
well, crack.
Yeah.
And that is also the main reason why we're doing it. And I could be wrong on this, because I don't think it ever gets confirmed, but I believe that the reason why Carl went to Liberty City in the first place was because his brother died because of crack.
I always forget that they have another brother.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, because like they barely mentioned him.
Yeah. Now, the problem that I just have is that the only source I have for the whole like crack thing was because of the little sound that played during the first cutscene, where Keno was going like, "What are you doing, Carl? Brian, stop it!" And then Carl going, "Quit it, mom's girl here." That's the only context I have, and I do feel like there should have been a bit more storytelling going on. Because it's to a point where, yeah, I am, in a way, able to figure it out. But there's a difference between having to figure something out, and actually realizing, oh shit, this is what happened.
Yeah. Also, I kind of hate this type of crap. It's like, oh hey, you're actively shooting random people, but you have to do it for a mission. Oh, but we gotta get your wanted level going.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not happy to see this kind of garbage return. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest. Whenever I play this game, every time I play it, at one point I just make it my mission to just get every district, just so I never have to deal with like another gang attack ever again. I mean, don't get me wrong, at the end of the day, these are pretty innocent, shooting sections, but it's just, if you have to do it like 40 or so times, and that's a rough estimation, I don't know how much it really is, but yeah, it gets repetitive.
Yeah, and like I said, it's one of the reasons why I dropped Scarface, because basically the more and more anger, the more anger you get after you get the cops at you, you instantly die.
Yeah. Well, I should mention.
Like,
I should mention, by the way, even though you saw the wanted level go up, they don't actually go after you when you're in a gang takeover.
Oh, why the fuck didn't they do that for Scarface then?
Because we're not playing Scarface, we're playing Gran Turismo San Andreas.
I know that.
And to be fair, while technically, with Scarface, I guess it is more realistic to still have cops coming after you. But I can definitely see why why it can be annoying. And yeah, I don't like that kind of garbage. It's also for that main reason that I'm glad that the first two Mafia games don't really do that. I should mention that I only played past like a well, I would say a pretty big chunk of the second Mafia game. I haven't seen all that the game has to offer yet, but Mafia 1 didn't have it. Mafia 1 was just basically linear open world, which don't really go well if you ask me. But then the third Mafia game, that's basically, yep, territory after territory. Because Mafia 3 was basically made by going like, okay, let's have our third entry and let's just do what everybody else is doing. At least that's what I understand. I haven't really played that much of Mafia 3 either. Like, I played past the introduction. But that's about it. Like, I really didn't feel like playing that game when I have so many other games to play as well.
Yeah.
It sounds like a luxury problem, but it really isn't.
Yeah.
Hello, Claude, baby. I thought I called to say how much I love you and how well endowed
And
you
hello, Catalina.
Catalina, it's
Hi,
Carl.
Catalina. Could you fuck off?
are. Carl, so sorry.
We don't
It's
care.
a mistake to make.
Yeah, it's like...
So light-headed with love
We get it.
and
You love Claude. Totally not gonna shoot him
It's
or
like,
something.
I wish you could basically just cancel calls. You get if they're not mission related.
I mean, that's what GTA 4 and onwards did.
Yeah. And it's like, it's... Especially if the only person... Like, okay,
Jay, what's up, baby? What?
the only person that calls you and is not related to mission is Catalina. And it's like, why?
Well, I mean, you've got a few
No, dude. So what's holding you back?
I mean, you've got a few calls from Sweet as well, which are technically not as
Oh,
Hey, man, you clean
story
shit.
important.
but
Don't worry about
but Sweet is a story important character. Catalina's worth went out the minute she basically went I'm leaving you.
rhymes he was kicking.
Yeah.
They're from my
And I see
rhymes.
now it's time for Loke's comeuppance.
That's
Yeah.
my money. And
Yeah,
that's my
we are dealing with Loke.
And that's my video he's shooting today.
We are going to crash the party,
I say we make a cameo appearance.
and we are going to deal with him.
Yeah, that's gangster.
Come on.
Macar! You ain't right in the head, mate.
Have I mentioned that I don't like Macker? And of course, the only car we have is a bloody buggy. And if I'm not mistaken, this is also one of those it's always there for this mission kind of vehicles.
And my rhyme book. We're flying in style.
Eh.
You got all the makers of a great man at your car. Saving till we
Yeah.
spinning low fraud.
So does Carl come clean about the fact
Nope.
that it's hit okay?
Nope, he does not. It's I mean, look, let's be real.
Does
Honestly,
Mad Dog learn? Does Mad Dog learn?
Nope.
Okay.
Part of me does wonder what would happen if Mad Dog learned. But
Yeah, cause
but I don't know. That's probably gonna be one of those deathbed confessions kind of things.
yeah.
But then considering that we don't hear anything from Carl Johnson in GTA 5, which takes place about doing some quick math here, about 22 or something years later, I'm pretty sure that his deathbed is pretty soon. Like, that's one thing I'm curious about, like, what happened to the previous Grand Theft Auto protagonists?
He busting out. Come on, dog. Let's
Now, some people are willing to make the argument that GTA 4 and 5 are in a different reality than the what people call the 3D Grand Theft Auto games. But I don't know, like, I feel like if they were to have like a shared universe, which they should, I'm just gonna say that I don't know. It's a missed opportunity, I feel.
just one low. LOC.
Anyway, now we're chasing OG Loke in a hovercraft. Fun. But don't worry. We're not gonna stay in a hovercraft. Yeah, this is basically the this is basically one of those follow him kind of missions. And Mad Dog is really lagging behind there. I'm pretty sure there's some rubber banding going on there too.
Okay, so looking around, I'm kind of fighting. I found like a. This is a few. This is. I found some theories about what would happen. About what happened to like each of the orders, and each of the orders.
Right.
Protagonist GTA 1, the cops finally catch them. London, long dead. Claude, apparently in GTA 2, he's shot by Zaibatsu assassins.
Wait, by what assassins?
Zaibatsu. Looking it up.
Daibatsu is a car company in the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the part where I felt like something about the camera wasn't right. So I look for something. I couldn't find it. So
Oh boy.
yeah.
Yeah,
It just it feels way too close to ground.
Yeah, so I would say that basically Zaibatsu kills Claude. Because apparently we see it in GTA 2. Tommy is killed by a former Vance crime family member because for revenge for killing Lance.
Right.
Mike, I forget who he is.
The protagonist from Liberty City or Vice City stories.
Okay. Still alive, but is alive and well, but is out of the life of crime. And should I cover CJ?
Yeah.
Or okay. When CJ betrayed the Leons and robbed them all of their money, the Leons were forced back to Liberty City. Salvatore put a hit onto our poor boy. So
Right.
CJ's dead.
So that's a popular theory then.
Yeah, yeah. Tony Ciprani. I don't know who this is.
That's probably Vice City stories then.
Okay. When Salvatore dies, Tony becomes Don. Joey Leone is jealous and kills Tony so he can become Don. Vic Vance is killed by Ricardo Diaz, as we see in Vice City.
Right. Yeah, I mean, they're all pretty interesting theories. It's just they're theories.
Yeah. Again, these are just theories. Honestly, I think we do see Claude's death in 2. I haven't seen
Well,
2. I haven't seen 2.
yeah, I haven't played GTA 2 yet because Rockstar is doing a craptastic job of making the classic Grand Theft Auto games available. So part of me, on one hand, a part of me is wondering if I could just like download a ROM file, or not that. Maybe I could look for like a PlayStation copy of the game. I mean, I don't know. Like, I really wish they just put the first 2 Grand Theft Auto games on Steam again.
Go get us some lunch.
You get lunch. Excuse me, gangster. I don't think so. Man, get out of here.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. That I can also buy CJ's death.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look, he does make a lot of enemies, but a part of me does find it strange that for a story that's like all about being a gangster, a part of me finds it weird that he's like dying because of some mafia bullshit. Especially when in GTA 5, the Grove Street, like the street, not the gang, but the street, is actually owned by Bala. So a part of me wonders if, like, you know, maybe he died in like the war on Grove or something.
I think that's something that Rockstar really should explain. It's like, why the hell is Grove Street being controlled by the boss? It's like,
Yeah.
they need to explain that. It's like, because if you're gonna make a big mention to something like that, you need explanation.
Well, I should mention, by the way, that in the mission where you go to a grocery to do a drug deal with the Ballas, there is actually a conversation that could play that's being told by your buddy Lamar. But the problem with that is that, first of all, it's an optional conversation, so the chance of it actually triggering is already quite slim. And second of all, even though they, like, talk about the whole thing with Grove Street, they don't mention Carl by name.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like I said, it's like, if you're going to just outright mention, oh, the Ballas control Grove Street, then you explain it.
So I got a gift.
Yeah.
Okay? It's like, don't just hand wave. Don't just hand wave. It's like, yeah, no, Ballas control it. Ballas control it. Shut up, Ballas control it.
I know you're gonna enjoy.
I mean, look, on one hand, I do get the whole, like, let's not tell so the player can fantasize a bit about what's going on. But again, if you want to tell a story, tell the story. Don't leave half of the page blank and then blame us for not knowing what happened in chapter 2.
Man, you don't need that shit, sweet.
What do you know about this? This is what it boils down to now.
Yeah.
Come on, sweet, soak the smoke.
Hey, man, that shit steal your heart. You can't see that? This bitch talk nice to you and this
Yeah.
bitch do?
Fuck.
You're gonna
So
have
who
to
is this
deal with
chick?
Duck.
Yeah.
What?
Dealer.
Beat up. We can have
Oh.
that shit right
Get
now,
your
then.
hands off
Show ass out of here. Bitch.
Oh, trying to get Sweet back on drugs.
Trying to get Sweet on drugs. Sweet was never on drugs, I believe.
Oh, okay. That's my mistake.
Thinking back there, bro.
Yeah.
Tired, man. Real tired.
I mean, he almost did.
Work, and still shit
Yeah.
don't get better.
But luckily Carl's a good brother.
Which feels kind of out of place.
More heart than that. Sure, things are screwed
Man,
up
you gotta
now, but we
ease up
finna turn
some.
a corner. Hey, beat up. Open up.
Beat up,
Hey, open the door, punk.
fool.
Yo, Duff ain't here. Moved out a while back.
Where'd he go,
Yo,
dickhead?
yo, you messing up the cat's colors,
Speak
dude.
up, fool.
Yo, I got some, a little something, just what you
And I don't
need.
want none of that shit.
Why are all these drug dealers wearing Grove Street colors? It's just weird.
Because they infiltrated the Grove.
That's supposed to
The thing is, the Grove Street family is a member isn't specifically against drugs. It's Carl and the other high-ranking people at the Grove Street families that are against drugs. It's just more and more gang members are losing their will, and thus getting on drugs. That's also kind of the main priority to get them off the drugs. But of course, in a later mission, shit is going to hit the fan even more, and it's really when the game ends where people will have stopped. Now, I do believe there's an in-game mechanic where if you beat up enough crack dealers, they more family members become available. But the thing with that is that I don't really need any gang members. Like that's the kind of gameplay mechanic I feel falls flat the most. Like, yeah, it's good that you have a bunch of meat shields, but if I might as well just cap all these motherfuckers myself.
What's the point of getting
Yeah.
people?
I mean, I'm telling you, the only fun I ever had using gang members in this game is when I was younger and I would try to like fit as many gang members as possible in a bus and drive them to Los Venturas. There wasn't even a specifically reason for them. It's just something I, for whatever reason, liked trying. But I could never find a vehicle that could house more than 4 people.
Sweet, you know you could shoot 2, right?
Nah, he's precious. We're the one putting all the effort. You know, you gotta go easy on Sweet. He just came out of prison. You know what prison
True.
does to a man.
True.
I mean, we've played a way out. We know how this goes.
Oh God.
Okay, the neighborhood's sold up now.
No sign of beat up though, dog.
Check the place over there.
Yeah, so there's one thing I don't like about the outcome of this mission, and you'll probably notice it pretty soon. First of all, I, for whatever reason, couldn't hit that guy, even though I was aiming right at him. Damn you, invisible walls. Yeah, so notice how the mission said confront beat up, not kill.
Pop this motherfucker, man. I'm tired of hearing this bullshit.
No, man. I'm sorry, dog. Huh? Smoke's fucking crazy. He paranoid. Just sit in the house thinking other fools want his business.
Where's Smoke?
I can't tell you that.
Then I'll snatch your fucking tongue out.
I ain't saying nothing, homie, because I don't know. Only his lieutenants know where he at.
I'd have wet your shirt anyway.
Bear! Hey, Bear, get the fuck out here.
What's up, your lordship?
Kill these motherfuckers, and I'll give you a whole quarter sack. Now handle that. Shoot him. The fuck is wrong with you? You ain't hear what the fuck I said?
I'm tired
Bear,
of
what the
smoking.
fuck you doing?
I'm tired
Come
of
on,
praying,
man.
and I'm tired of doing your fucking housework.
Oh, shit.
I'm free.
Man, what the fuck you do that
Thank
for,
you.
man?
CJ, man, come on, put me back on the team. Give me 20 bucks and I'm
Also,
all
for
yours.
whatever reason, this
That's
guy
what I
looks
asked.
really weird.
He does.
Hey, let's take a ride, homie.
Like, I know this is PS2 era, but it still looks weird.
Where we going, sweet? Someplace we can get on bareback. All right, I'm down for that.
Yeah, but I did like that.